Pressure, wow, my people. Tinubu is under a huge amount of pressure. You guys cannot believe that Tinubu just made move. He actually instructed DSS and ICPC to go after Peter Obi and Atiku's lawyers and tribunal judges. Before we go into the details of today's news, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do well subscribe. Turn on the post notification bell so that you can be the first person to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Help us grow this channel by giving this video a massive thumbs up so that it gets recommended to other YouTube viewers all around the world as well. Lastly, leave your opinions in the comment section below. Without further ado, let's delve right into the details of today's news. David Hindeyi, an investigative journalist, has called the attention of Nigerians to President Bola Tinubu's alleged move to go after the judges of a presidential election petition tribunal and the lawyers representing the top 2023 presidential candidates, Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar. Hindeyi, who cited a source he claimed has never told him anything untrue, left many Nigerians agog. The journalist source said President Tinubu gave the directive after rising from a meeting with Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State, Director General of the DSS, and the Chairman of the Independent Corruption Practices Commission, ICPC. Yesterday, Mr. Peter Obi had responded to Tinubu's warning that removing him as president could lead to a breakdown of law and order in Nigeria. Mr. Tinubu had sent the warning to members of a presidential election petition tribunal last week. According to People's Gazette, Mr. Tinubu submitted through his lawyers that his failure to score 25% of votes cast in Nigeria's capital Abuja isn't sufficient to overturn his election victory that made him president. Mr. Tinubu of the opinion that it is not mandatory for a candidate to score 25% of votes in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, to be declared president. Any other interpretation different from this will lead to absurdity, chaos, anarchy, and altercation of the very intent of the legislature. Mr. Tinubu's lawyers, led by Wole Olanipekun, said in their final defense statement to the court. But reacting in a statement addressed to the court in response to Tinubu's threat, Mr. Obi, through his lawyers, said, "Anarchy will never happen. This is a cheap, misguided, and destructive blackmail clearly intended to target the country's judicialism, constitutionalism. It's also aimed at cannibalizing our democracy," Mr. Obi's lawyers said. Nevertheless, the Labour Party slammed Tinubu for what it said is a threat towards the judiciary. What's your opinion on this? Kindly leave it in the comment section below. Subscribe, guys, if you haven't. Before I go, let me just leave my 2 cents on here. You guys, pressure to, like I said, like the pressure is mounting, and it feels like Tinubu is feeling the heat at this point, because why will you say that removing you as the president will cause anarchy? Is it like planning for war, or what is happening? What is happening here exactly? Because with everything that this man has done at this point since he became the president, it's even enough to cause anarchy, not to even talk of the fact that, you know, the tribunal might declare a rerun, or might declare another person as the president very soon. We don't know that, but you know, that might happen, and it might also not. But you know, the increase in fuel price, removal of subsidy, increase in school fees, increase in the prices of things in the market. Like, it's just so unbearable. It has compounded on everybody. Even people that voted for him, people that did not vote for him, are now suffering the suffer. Everybody is suffering the suffering together, and pressure is mounting. But how can you say to the judiciary that any attempt to remove you from government is declaring anarchy? The other day, I remember when there were the talks of interim government was trending. How Peter Obi was accused of trying to put together an interim government. We saw how these people responded. It was like they did not like war. They did not like anything that has to do with interim government, military, and so on. But now they are the ones talking about anarchy. They are the ones talking about, any attempt to overrule, any attempt to overthrow. Indirectly, is it trying to intimidate the judiciary? Is that what it is? Or what exactly is happening? Because how can you how can you say to the court that any attempt to remove you, or any attempt to insist on the 25% solely in FCT might result to anarchy? I don't get it. These people want power by all means. I don't know why people get power drunk. Like, for example, these governors, after they finish from office, they do not want to go back home. They immediately get forms for the Senate. Most of them are in the Senate collecting retirement for the governorship position that they just left, and also collecting regular salary from the Senate. It's just so sad. It is only Benga Daniel who said that, okay, for now that I will be collecting Senate monthly salary, you guys just don't give me my retirement allowance anymore for the duration that I will be in the House of Senate. You guys, how many other governors did that? Now, we are not saying that this is a special move, or this is exceptional, because at least that is what is expected to do. But at the same time, we have other governors that are in there and did not say a word. They knowing fully well what the country is going on and what the citizens are sacrificing at the moment. They did not think that they themselves should sacrifice that, at least should sacrifice their retirement allowance and bonus that they should have gotten from being the governor, since now collecting salary as a senator right now. It's just so bad. Like, if we keep talking about this, we'll keep going on and on and on about it. But you all, this is where I'm going to draw the curtain for now. What do you all think? Leave your opinions in the comment section. Subscribe if you haven't. Share this video with your friends and family. Thank you very much for always listening. I love you all. I will see you in my next video. Bye.